3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are live from Tin Roof, Wednesday, October the 27th, 2021. It is officially the bye week, and I officially have a chair with a back on it, so I am relaxed, feeling good here on a Wednesday. Yeah, taking your questions, comments, everything else, 843-790-3377. We get adjusted here. If you do want to text in, call in, whatever you like. Again, it's the bye week. We're always talking kind of football. Apparently, Scott Stamey just tuned in and also let me know piece of news just hit, not necessarily South Carolina related, but college football fans will find this interesting. Harrison Bailey, the Tennessee quarterback, has officially hit the transfer portal. So we're off to a hot start here on a Wednesday night at Tin Roof in the Vista. Be sure to come on out to Tin Roof in the Vista. No 50-cent wings yet again. There's a wing shortage in Columbia, but we do have $3 drafts. So when in doubt, eat beer. You can eat beer. They have a great menu, by the way, also. Extensive menu outside of just the wings. So be sure to come on out. We're in the Vista. Braves game tonight at 8 o'clock. That's really what's taking main stage. We got plenty of liquor, by the way. Rumple and Fireball at $3. Rumple and Fireball, $3 Rumple and Fireball. And, of course, like I said, really tonight, with it being the bye week, this show is serving as the pregame to what will take place tonight at about 8:09 or so in Houston, Texas, as the Atlanta Braves take on the Houston Astros in Game 2 of the World Series. Braves up 1-0. We've obviously got the Tomahawk out here with our helmet. I've got the Braves cap on, yet again, the same exact cap I wore last night. So hopefully it will bring us some good luck. But, again, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, everything else. Obviously, the big news of the week on the field. On the field for South Carolina, the big news, Zeb Nolan having surgery for a meniscus, a small minor surgery, if you will. But he did have surgery, and it sounds like maybe, just maybe, the Gamecocks will have another quarterback, a different quarterback starting against Florida next weekend as the Gamecocks take on the Florida Gators. Maybe will it be Jason Brown? Will it be Colton Gauthier? Who knows? But, again, we'll have to just wait and see sort of what happens with that situation. But, again, 843-790-3377. I can just tell those tuned in digitally, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I can tell those tuned in digitally are just so fired up for the bye week. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to break down. There's so much to dissect, which is why yours truly, again, is heading on vacation tomorrow, because there really isn't a lot to talk about going into an off week, but a much-needed off week, I think, for us all. After 8 long weeks where the Gamecocks are 4-4, the Gamecocks are 4-4. For some, I would say, the most miserable feeling 4-4 of all time, just because of the way you've won the football games you've won. But the bottom line is this: you are 4-4. No matter what you think or say, you are 4-4. This football team has found a way somehow to win 4 games with all of the turmoil and all of the madness and everything that has gone on. So, hey, it could be worse. Remember that. Have perspective. It could always be worse. But, again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We actually got a Tennessee fan here tuned in. His YouTube name, Vols Are Better Than You, says, want to hear a hot take. Gamecocks will make adjustments at the bye week. They will finish 7-5, upsetting Florida, beating Mizzou, and beating Clemson. I don't care what anyone says. Those are winnable games, not necessarily daunting. What a finish that would be for Shane Beamer, his coaching staff, how much that would change the perception of the season that I think Gamecock fans currently have right now. Certainly it's been a lot of fun watching Clemson, their struggles, losing to Pittsburgh over the weekend, really getting smacked by Pittsburgh too, losing by double digits. So I'll tell you what, folks, if you think what we got going on is bad, if you think our season's been tough, just look at what's happening up the road with our friends in the upstate. It has been quite a wild ride for them for sure. But, again, we are taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. We're going to be kind of all over the place tonight. Talking Gamecocks football, but, of course, Braves baseball as well happening tonight. A lot to get into and a lot to discuss. Again, we're here out at Tin Roof in the Vista. I will tell you this, guys. Head on out Tin Roof. I know last week we spent a lot of the time promoting the event on Thursday, the charity event. I came out, fantastic time, great time. Tin Roof did a fantastic job putting that on, so I want to congratulate them on a successful event. I thought it was incredible. So, Vols Are Better Than You says it's tough. It's not the gauntlet it was in the offseason. Clemson sucks. Yeah. No, I would agree with you. I would agree. Florida has so many questions. They're taking on Georgia this weekend, of course. They're 2-touchdown underdogs. I think that's the biggest spread in that game, going against the Gators in that football game since like 1990. 4 or something. I mean, it's been a long time since Florida was that big of an underdog to Georgia. So they'll probably be beat up. They'll probably get beat in that football game. And, who knows? Who knows with the Florida game? You think you're going to put your best foot forward coming off a bye week. Maybe you'll have a new quarterback. Maybe you'll have a better offensive output. You have to hope you will. Obviously, again, we're coming off the Texas A&M game. So if you do want to talk about that, I doubt anyone wants to relive what happened in College Station over the weekend. But in case you do, we can talk about that. But, really. I mean, when it comes down to it, who knows? Who knows with that Florida game? And then you got Mizzou on the road, and Mizzou is absolutely hot dog water. They're terrible. They're awful. They're terrible. Auburn will be an interesting game to me. Mike Bobo coming back. Tank Bigsby, of course. I think right now the matchup isn't great. They're a little bit better than I expected in the preseason, but I still think Auburn's not a team that really scares me necessarily. And then Clemson. Yeah, like you said, and then Clemson. And just what they've been this season. I mean, it's crazy to think how bad of a season Clemson's having and how rough it's been for those guys, how rough of a go it's been. But sure enough, it has been a very, very tough season for them, which, again, we all love to see that, of course. But, again, want to take your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. If you're here tonight, make sure you tip your bartenders. We are hanging out here at 10 Roof. Crazy, guys. Only 4 games to go in this Gamecocks football season. Just 4. Just 4 games to go, like I mentioned, Florida, Missouri, Auburn, and Clemson. What will the Gamecocks – I would love to hear from you guys. What will the record, the final record be for South Carolina in those 4 games? We posed the graphic earlier today. Again, you've got those 4. I tend to think – and I know right now it's very easy to overreact and say that South Carolina's going to go 0-4 and not going to win another game. We know how this past weekend went, but I tend to think South Carolina will win one more football game at minimum. I think they'll win one more football game. I think there's some winnable football games. Brian Dean says 4-0, which, hey, Brian, I'll take that in a heartbeat. But, that's kind of, I think, what surprises me a little bit too, which, I'm not excusing at all what happened over the weekend because it was an embarrassing performance, especially on offense. But for a fan base where I'd say most, I'd say like 90% pick this team to go 5-7 or 6-6, and the Gamecocks are 4-4 right now at the bye week, I'm surprised at some of the negativity and some of the negative outlooks from Gamecock fans. I mean, you're kind of right on pace for what was predicted and expected in the preseason. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And again, November doesn't look nearly as daunting as it once did. What's up, my guy? My guy's looking like, what a guy, just rolled up. What's going on, sir? How you doing, sir? Hashtag eat beer. Hashtag eat beer. The great P-Doc is in the building, not wearing his TSUS gear, but it's fine. It's fine. Probably dirty. He's worn it so much. But, yeah, again, taking your questions, comments. Brian Dean says, like you said, Chris, we have talent. We just have to put it together. South Carolina certainly has talent. No doubt. No, there's some good players in this football team. I think the roster still has deficiencies, has issues. There's no question about that. But, there's good enough players to win at least another game, maybe 2. Maybe 2. Who knows? My number one goal, honestly, right now, getting to the end of this season, number one goal, just make the Carolina-Clemson week interesting. That's it. I just want to go into Carolina-Clemson week with like a bunch of storylines, a bunch of hype, people thinking we can beat Clemson. As long as we can do that, this season was a success. I in a sick and twisted way, hope the Gamecocks are 5-6. I'd love to see South Carolina be 5-6 and go into that Clemson week and just be a desperate bunch of Gamecocks and play them at home and be fighting for bullets. But at this point, Clemson might be 5-6. Who knows? Clemson's making this thing very interesting with this bad. I mean, they somehow lose to Florida State this weekend. Hoo boy, Dabo Swinney might get on the hot seat. Dabo Swinney might be on the hot seat. But again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. It is Wednesday, but more importantly, it is Freed Day. Max Freed will take the mound for the Bravos tonight. It is Freed Day. Who will he be going up against? Who's Houston throwing? Who are they throwing? Thank goodness they don't have Lance McCullers, man. Thank goodness. Let's see. Probable pitchers of the World Series. Jose Urquidy. I don't know how to say his last name. And it's already been confirmed that Ian Anderson will throw tomorrow night. Luis Garcia, the guy who rocks the baby on the mound, he will throw in game 3. So Atlanta trying to go back to Atlanta with a 2-0 advantage. Love to see that. Will Jorge Soler lead the game off with a home run yet again? You never know. That was an absolute piss missile he hit in that first inning. That was a piss missile. Vols Better Than You says Shane Beamer will do a great job at South Carolina. People have to remember the dumpster fire he inherited coming in. Next year will truly be his year 1. It'll be his recruits. Doug Antley, why do you always bring up Clemson? Gamecocks have enough problems. I feel like I never bring up Clemson, honestly. I feel like I never, ever, ever, ever bring up Clemson. It's just, I mean, yeah, you want to talk about the bye week? Let's talk bye week then. I mean, if you're really that concerned with talking about the bye week, I don't know. I think some people just have a stick up their ass constantly. I think that's really what it is. Brian Dean, yeah, here's the big thing. Jason Brown at quarterback. It's going to help because his mobility. Florida has its share of problems. They have Georgia 3:30 Saturday. Yeah, they do. And again, of course, that's the big news of the week. Zeb Nolan having a minor procedure done on his meniscus. I respect Shane Beamer for his gamesmanship and insinuating that Zeb Nolan will somehow trot on that field against Florida. Folks, he's not. He's not. He's not going to. Jason Brown will be QB1. And I even said before the injury that I just thought, what's the upside of playing Zeb Nolan, a guy that has no mobility. He has no eligibility left after this year. I really appreciate Zeb Nolan. I mean, heck, he's given us the greatest photo in Gamecocks football history of him just laying on the ground, looking up at the heavens, wondering why me. He's truly given us like one of the funniest images ever that really encapsulates Gamecocks football. But there's no upside to playing him the rest of the season. Jason Brown's a guy that, listen, I'd heard things after spring ball that he was struggling to learn the offense and it just wasn't clicking for him. And, maybe he's improved. Maybe he's improved since then. Maybe you can roll him out there and he's got a little bit more mobility and he's got his buddy E.J. Jenkins running routes and who knows? Maybe he can give you a spark. Maybe he can give you something. But, I think he will be QB1 for you. I think that's the big news of the week, and I think he will. I think he will take over the reins as your starting quarterback. So I'd be surprised if we saw Zeb Nolan go out there against Florida. So, which will be a very interesting game. I know some of you have asked Chris, like, what's your projections for Florida? Let's wait till next week. I want to see how things play out, Florida, Georgia. And, I said it in the preseason, all preseason, that this is the best opportunity for South Carolina to get a big upset. And, I mean, now, heck, it's not even looking like it's going to be a big upset. I don't even think Florida's ranked anymore, are they? I don't think Florida's ranked. So, I mean, what once looked like a very daunting November, all of a sudden is very manageable. I mean, heck, Florida's not ranked. Mizzou stinks. Clemson's not ranked. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I saw your tweet said, do you think we're going to go 0-4? Yeah. Yeah, P-Dog, not a lot of faith in the boys. I mean, we did just have 6 yards of offense after 3 quarters in Aggie land, so. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think most people are just looking at it as like that is our best probability of getting another win is Mizzou because they're trash. I mean, we're also not very good. I don't know if I want to call us trash, but we're not very good. we're probably the worst 4-4 team in college football. I mean, there's no question. There's no question. I mean, I think the hope and optimism is that you come out of the bye week like basically looking like a different team. Maybe a change at quarterback sparks you. Maybe Greg Atkins is relieved of his duties, which I wouldn't mind at all. And again, I said that. It's crazy. I was doing my Monday show. And I was like, all right, and I always do like biggest takeaways from that weekend, biggest takeaways from the game. And the only thing I could think was my biggest takeaway is Greg Atkins needs to be fired. I don't want to be, and I hate to be the calling for heads and, after 8 weeks of year one. But I'll say this, I'm not like leading the fire Greg Atkins train. I'm not doing the hashtags or making merch or whatever. But I would not shed a tear if Greg Atkins this time next week was not employed by the University of South Carolina. It would not bother me in the slightest. It just, at some point, it's not clicking. It's not working. Yeah. Is it Satterfield's scheme? Who knows? Maybe it's Sat's scheme. Maybe it's Sat's scheme, man. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. You got to trust Shane Beamer. You got to trust Shane Beamer that he'll make the right decisions. I think anybody, though, who assumed that Beamer was going to fire Satterfield during the bye week is just crazy. That's no. Now, will there be a change made postseason? I think there will be some changes made, no question. I think no question there will be. And it's just, dude, it's crazy how cutthroat college football is. I mean, everybody loves you in the preseason, and you get these contracts, and fans are all tweeting at you and following you on social media, and you're the best, you're a Gamecock, and, man, you don't get the job done in 8 weeks. They're like, get the hell out of here. Like, it's just that fast. Like, it's crazy. You would have Kurt Roper back over Satterfield. Well, that's a take. That's fair. I hate to say it, man. That, and you're referencing the 17 season. That season was a lot of smoke and mirrors, man. A lot of just. I mean, we were like plus 25 in the turnover margin. I mean, that team beat Louisiana Tech 17-16 on a game-winning field goal. So I mean, again, put respect on them. They won the games they needed to win. I mean, they got to 9 wins, but Michigan had you beat. They turned over 5 times and you win. I mean, it's just like, but either way. Let's see. Robert Shearer says, I love Beamer, but the O-line coach and OC coach should be fired. Get rid of the worthless Ward like some beaches, is what the comment says. Ward like. I don't even know what that means. Ward like? Yeah, I don't care who the OC, the quarterback, the running back, the head coach. I don't give a damn who any of them are. I just want to win. I just want to cling to a winner. Not good. Unproductive. What's our scheme? Yeah, pretty much. No, it's tough, man. It's tough. There is no identity. There is no identity at all. I don't know if we even know. Well, I mean, and it all starts too, man. Like when you don't have a quarterback, when you don't have a dependent quarterback, a consistent quarterback, a quarterback you can lean on. I mean, that doesn't help either. So that doesn't help either. Yeah. So we gotta, which it's crazy, man. I don't know when South Carolina will ever find a quarterback worth a damn. Last quarterback to get drafted out of the University of South Carolina was 1988, Todd Ellis. Yep. The last quarterback to actually get drafted, 1988. 1988. That was the last time. So, yeah, well, Spencer Rattler will be the next one. Tommy DeVito. Is he in the portal? Oh, really? DeVito's in the portal. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, it's better. Yeah, it's better than anybody on our roster. There's no question. Wednesday, October the 27th. Never know. Things get weird on Wednesdays. Never know. Never know. Things get weird. Things get weird on Wednesdays. Eating beers on a beer diet. What time is it? Beer 30. Always is. Always will be. Not a big keto guy. Brad Barnett says, Sean Elliott, offensive line coach and co-offensive coordinator. Dude, at this point, just bring whoever to score points. I don't know. Dude, you know what's annoying about football, though? Again, I talk the culture of football. I talk about it all the time. Football, especially SEC football, somebody texted me. They're like, do you know how Satterfield got hired? I was like, no. What do you mean? What happened? Apparently, they said that Joe Brady and Matt Rule gave Marcus Satterfield the vote of confidence, and then he was hired without interviewing any other candidates. And, I mean, that just goes to show you, man, the good old boy system in football, and it ain't just Carolina, but it's everywhere. The good old boy system just – it's as much a part of the game as a first down. It really is. It really is. So, it's wild. Kai Kroger. What did Kai Kroger do? Except just ball out this season, basically. Yeah. 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 No, he's a baller. Hey, thank God we got a good punter, right? Thank God we got a good punter. So, where would we be without Kai Kroger? Where would we be? John Kruger, my guy, appreciate you tuning in. I know he's a big Braves guy. Appreciate it. Jay, you caught any of the baseball scrimmages? Yeah, I've caught a few. Yeah, I was not there for the UNCW scrimmage because we were in Greenville. Team looks good. We're a lot more athletic in the lineup. We're a lot more athletic. I think we're going to steal a lot more bases. I think we're going to be much more station to station, hopefully a lot more productive, which is a welcome thing. I don't think it's going to be nearly as much guerrilla ball from our guys and trying to hit a bomb every single pitch, at least not all of them. Yeah, I think it'll be much more of a balanced attack. Pitching-wise, the starting rotation I feel good about. The rest of it, I have no idea. Like the bullpen, the roles, I don't know who's going to – it's early. I mean, God, it's literally fall scrimmages. So, I mean, that's kind of where this is – this is the time to find that out. Who's going to be your setup guy? Who's going to be your seventh inning, your eighth inning, your closer, or, your back-end guys you can really depend on. You lost a lot from the pitching staff. So, there's definitely capable arms. There's no question. But it's finding those guys that you can depend on, especially in SEC play. You're going to play a lot of close games, a lot of one-run games. The Gamecocks last year went 2-8 on Friday nights. It can't happen in SEC play. Can't happen. Cannot happen. So, yeah, you gotta figure that out. But I feel really good with Will Sanders, Julian Bosnick, your 1-2. I don't know who the third guy's going to be, but 1-2, those two guys are going to shove. Will Sanders is going to be he's going to shove. Will Sanders is going to shove. So, wish Jack Mahoney was healthy. Wish Jackson Phipps was healthy. But, no, I think we've got enough. I think the pitching will do enough. And I kind of see our team a lot like last year, to be honest. I think we're going to float around that same record. I think the hitting will be better. But I think we'll float around that same record, just slightly above 500 in SEC play, host a regional. And I think getting the Supers is a very realistic goal this year. So I think that's realistic. So especially you host a regional, that's something Carolina fans just can't. It's tough to live with that, is hosting a regional and losing. That's just not – can't happen. Can't. Which, I mean, obviously this past spring was Carolina kind of backed their way into that regional. I mean, they were the 2 seed at home. So, yeah, probably shouldn't have been hosting. But Blaine Lee says, your thoughts on Ray Tanner, his budget of only 25% going towards the football program versus around 52% of Clemson's budget going towards their football program when it comes to recruiting. Well, Blaine, who do you want to take the money from? Y'all love women's basketball so much. You want to take it from them? How about men's basketball? I mean, where do you want to take it from? I don't know. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, she earned every penny, but damn, Dawn Staley's making $3 million a year. Dawn Staley's making more than Shane Beamer. Not saying she doesn't deserve it, but shit, I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, I'd fire Frank for sure. Yeah, and not right now. I'm just saying, no, Frank's not untouchable like Spurrier was. Nah, Frank Martin's not untouchable. I mean, heck, I ran a poll that on Twitter, is Frank Martin on the hot seat, or should he be on the hot seat? What is he on the hot seat? I think I said, is he on the hot seat? 1,000 people voted. 71% said yes, he is on the hot seat going in this season. Is Frank not anymore? No, he dealt with the COVID stuff. So he dealt with the COVID stuff. I like Frank a lot. I don't know who you'd go get. I don't know who you'd go get. I really don't. But you can't allow that to stop you from I just think at some point it comes down to like setting expectations for a program. It's like, what are the expectations? Are the expectations to make the tournament more than once every like 20 freaking years? You know, we all understand what happened in 2017, Final Four, whatever. But, I mean, dude, you're in year 10. This is not year 3 or 4 or 5. You miss the tourney, you miss the postseason in year 10, and you kind of do what you've been doing. I don't know. Yeah, that's normally what happens. You screw around in the non-conference and you try to rally back in the conference schedule, and it's just too little too late. Right. Yeah. Brad Barnett says, I like to see Satterfield on the sidelines for a change. This calling from the booth is not fast enough. There's a disconnect between quarterback, O-line, and coordinator. Thoughts? Brad, I don't care if he's in the booth. I don't care if he's at home. I just want to score points. Whatever. I mean, you know, is it going to make that big of a difference if he's on the sideline? Is it really? I mean, I guess you can just change for the sake of changing. Yeah, I did with McClendon briefly. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm down with it. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's do it. You got to change something. Do it. Melanie says Dawn's a proven winner as well as a top 3 coach in the country. Yeah, I know she is, and I'm not taking anything away. She's earned every penny she's getting. I'm just saying, like, why are we not spending more money on recruiting? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. My goal and dream one day, is to create an app where I don't have to do the Spurs Up show anymore, and I create like the next Facebook, and I'm worth like $100 billion. I'll just go buy every recruit to come here. Our recruiting budget's $100 million. How about that? We just got money coming out the freaking ears. Just invest in Sheba. Yeah, that's what I've been told by the boys at Tin Roof. Invest in Sheba. You bought your Sheba? Buy Sheba. Damn, even Peyton's in the crypto game and I'm not. How about that? You're in it for better or for worse. It's just tough for me to take the money that I grind with and buy a made up currency. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, fair enough. Sheba. What is Sheba? Anyone want to explain to me that? What exactly? I know it's cryptocurrency, but like what? Next Dogecoin? See, that's the thing though. Right now, how do you spell it? SHIB, just BA? Sheba coin. Jesus. How much did you make? 25 bucks? Yeah. Just doing nothing. Doing not a damn thing. What a legend he is. I'm retiring from TSUS to be a Sheba investor. Hey, think about it. You made $25 if you'd have put in $5,000. Sounds like a good living to me. In one day? Shoot. $30 or 30,000 in Sheba. Wow. It's a gamble. It is a gamble. Legally, hey, that's it. Melanie Renee Roden, let me dispel this rumor, by the way. She says, we were flying banners behind planes at Myrtle Beach. Signs at stores offer "We want Delp" or "Delp wanted" and what to do. Yes, there were fans that made signs for the Delp wanted. That picture of the banner behind a plane, that was not real. I don't know how many people didn't know that. That wasn't real. That was a photoshopped image. So that never happened. The sign behind the plane, that was not real. I just want to make that very clear, by the way. Here we go. John Kruger, Braves lineup released. Rosario, Freeman, Albies, Riley, Soler, Peterson, Duvall, Darnode, Swanson, and Max Friedman. Why is Soler not leading off? If he hit a leadoff bomb last night. Analytics. The numbers do the talking. Let the numbers do the talking, eh? Yeah, that's a hell of a move. It's a heck of a move. No kidding. No kidding. Let's see. Robbie Davis predicted 5-2 Braves will get the dub. I like it. Anyways, 843-790-3377. You still get the wings, my guy? Tenders. Okay, can't go wrong with tendies. You know they're out of tots, too? What a unreal. I mean, there's a shortage at the tin roof right now. Wild. Plenty of booze. That's a fact. You will. I think so. When I get done, I'm gonna get some. I think I'm gonna go with the nachos. But the nachos are killer, bro. The nachos are killer. The nachos are killer. And you will not leave hungry if you get the nachos. That's a fact. That's a big plate of nachos. And you drink so much here, you need to have something to soak it up. So, for sure. Blaine Lee, here's a take. Connor Shaw for OC. I love it. You know, this is why I wouldn't do that. I would hate to put Connor Shaw in a position where people would ever talk negatively about the guy. You know, because unless he's like the second coming of Steve Spurrier, like what if Connor Shaw was the OC and the offense is doing what it is now? He'd be like, he stinks. Connor Shaw, and I'm like, we will not stand for Connor Shaw slander on the timeline. We will not do it. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, from when I had him on the show in the past, I don't think Connor Shaw wants to live the football coach life. He doesn't want to be at the facility till midnight and whatever. Do what? GA, what's GA? Somebody else comment that too. What's GA Mangus doing these days? How about come on down, GA? What are you up to? You want to come call some ball plays? No, GA's just tweeting politics on Twitter, so that's what GA's doing. That's like all he does. It's like all he does. It's like GA Mangus is just hanging out talking about vaccine mandates on Twitter. That's like his hobby these days. It's like, all right, GA, let's just get back to calling ball plays. Yeah, come on back. I don't know. So, again, 843-790-3377. Guys, again, we do have $3 drafts, $3 Rumple and Fireball shots as well. Drinks are flowing at the tin roof as Hamilton strolls in. Eat beer. Hashtag eat beer. Eat beer. Eat shots. Let's all make an agreement, by the way. If I think J-Mo said he might come in tonight. If he does, let's make sure we slide him a Smirnoff Ice. We got to ice J-Mo. If he comes in. He said he might come. He's not working. He said he might come in, though. If he does, he's always icing me, so I want to ice him back. So, yeah, somebody said Connor Shaw for offensive coordinator, by the way. So, I don't like it. I will not tolerate Connor Shaw slander in any way on the timeline. So, imagine if it was this year and Connor Shaw was the OC. People be, fire Connor Shaw. It's like, no, I will not do it. Nope. Garcia's OC. Have you seen you probably, maybe on TikTok, have you seen the virtual quarterback thing where people are putting on the virtual headset and they're playing quarterback? Have you seen that? Wild. I'm like, they should make all the Twitter offensive coordinators and the Twitter coaches and make them do that. Like, let's see how much offense you know, my guy, that you're gonna, oh, good scheme? All right, we'll go ahead and call a play and then on the virtual against the virtual defense. I'd love to see you go out there. Most insane take I've ever had? That's tough, man. That's tough. Wow. By the way, before I get to that, somebody commented, the Tin Roof should have a Bill Cosby-themed drink called the Tin Roofie. Yikes. That's tough. Yeah, I could see that being a PR problem. I could see that being a PR problem. Again, don't shoot the messenger. That's what somebody commented. I didn't say. I'm not saying that. Yeah, Blaine, I don't think that's a great idea. You imagine ordering that? Oh my God! You imagine them advertising it, like go on social media, $3, yeah, buy one get one. Jeez, Roof, you got into Lucky's for free. Buy one get one. Golly, oh God. No, most insane take I've ever had about Carolina football. I don't know, man. There's been so many. You want Monken as head coach? No, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'll take Wake Forest's offensive coordinator. 17 minutes of time of possession. They score 60 points. Like, how is that possible? And they win with 17 minutes time of possession? Wow. Insane. Yeah, defense was hurting. Yeah. Bro, I'm going down to Orlando, man. I'm going on vacation. Yeah. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. A little vacay. Bye-week vacay. Here's an update, though. Dun-dun-dun. This just in. Here's an update. So, for those that don't know, I got a really good buddy of mine that works for Georgia football. Works like personnel for UJ. Really, really great dude. He, I'll tell you this, he was actually at Georgia. I mean, he's obviously still there, but he was at Georgia when Shane was there, Shane Beamer. So he loves Shane. He thinks Shane's awesome. He's like, if you guys give Shane time, he's gonna give us hell. Like he's a good coach, whatever. He likes Shane. But so I'm gonna be in Orlando until Tuesday. So I text him, just kind of out of the blue, like whatever. So it's still pending, but yours truly, if the plug comes through, might be heading to Jacksonville for Florida, Georgia, going to the game. So little bucket list, world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Yeah, so it might be happening. I'm heading to Jacksonville, no question. I will not turn down that opportunity. Yeah, they don't want to go anyways, right? Yeah, Georgia's what, a 2-touchdown favorite? Something like that. Yeah. You think so? Over-under is 51.5. I love the under. Every Georgia game, under. Go under. Georgia's defense will smother Florida. Just like I think their defense is averaging, like, just their defense now. Points per game from their defense alone allowed is like 5.5 points per game. It's insane. I mean, it is truly insane. No, I think Georgia's your national title winner. So, and I'll tell you what, if it's what's the playoff right now? Georgia, Cincinnati, who else? Oklahoma's in there? Is that the top 4 right now? Well, I don't pay attention to the top 4 because we ain't nowhere near the damn thing. So. Yeah. Oh, Oklahoma. Yeah. Bro, that Kansas game. My God. I don't know what happened there. Again, 843-790-3377. We've hit 540. We're going to take a 5-minute break, Sound Guy Phil. We're going to take a little 5-minute break. Give the people a rest. Take a little bathroom break. Do our thing. We'll be back in 5 minutes taking your questions, comments, calls. Again, it is the bye week. We're also kind of I'm really just using this as a pregame for the Braves game. So any questions, you want to talk baseball, we can talk baseball. Braves smacking the Astros last night. Fantastic time. So again, we'll be back in 5 with your questions, your comments, your calls, and more here live from Tin Roof in the Vista. All righty, let's do the damn thing. 843-790-3377. We'll start on a high note. Blaine Lee says, no offense to the Gamecock Central crew. Love those guys, but TSUS is by far the fan favorite when it comes to Gamecock news and discussion. Great job. Attaboy. Great take by you. We got a text here says, to the football budget question, what are we doing with it? We are paying Will Muschamp's sorry ass. another text. Best thing about the crypto market is that it never closes. It's a big fact, right? Never closes. Gamecock Central is so 2010. Yeah. Yeah. Love that. In case you missed it, the big news, it's not Zeb Nolan. It's not the bye week. It's Sheba. It's hold. It's Sheba. Oh man, I did bring the tomahawk for those who are wondering. I did. Hammer it. Hammer it. Cox -3 over the bye week. Hammer it. Hammer it. Cox are the favorite this weekend. Hey, here's my bold take of the week. South Carolina will not lose this weekend. Cheers to that, right? Bye week covers the +3. Well, so I think where Kirk is, they're actually having Carolina calls tonight at Backstreets with Derek Moore, which I'd rather come to this than go listen. I mean, I respect Demo, like Demo, but I'd rather personally come to this. Whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. I think Kirk's just busy. He got jet lag. Somebody said, no one's wondering where Dak was the past Saturday. Did he even play, LOL? Yeah, I mean, at this point, no, I really wasn't wondering. I mean, dude, we were down 31-0 before you could even blink. So what difference does it make? Yeah, I'm sure he'd have been the difference, you know. Let's see. Melanie says, chop on, boys. Let's beat the Astros. Do it for Hank. Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun night for sure. Max Fried on the mound. What a game that was last night. Jorge Soler sending a ball into orbit to start the ball game. That was nuts. I was watching. I was like, all right, 2-0, he's going to get something here. And he took a daddy hack, straight up daddy hack, and did not miss. So, see, that's the difference. That's the difference in those guys is, and Freddie Freeman, or it was Duvall in postgame talking about getting their A swing off. Like when they take their A swing, when they're in a count like that and they make their A swing, they connect. Like they don't miss very often. It is very rare they miss. College guys miss all the time, you know. I mean, hell, there's been plenty of guys come through Carolina that I've said like, oh man, they're a big time power hitter. They're just missing. They're just missing. When you keep missing, it's like at some point you're just a guy that misses. That's it. You just miss. That's it. You never connect. You're a 5 o'clock hitter, you know. Or it's like a pitcher that is in the bullpen every time he warms up, he's just dotting it up, and he goes out there and he gets shelled in the game. It's like, well, you're nothing wrong with being a great bullpen guy, great bullpen arm, look good for the fans. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Big bullpen guy. Or like a golfer that looks great on the range and goes out there and pisses down his leg on the opening tee. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I think it's pretty simple. He asked, what do the Braves have to do to beat the Astros and win the World Series? It's kind of what you saw last night. I mean, bro, any postseason, it just comes down to great defense, timely hitting, great pitching, guys nutting up when you need them most. I mean, what Matzik did in that series against LA, that's the type of stuff you need. I mean, it's just, you know, what you saw the bullpen do last night when Morton goes down and they had to pick it up and, you know, a guy like A.J. Minner just coming in and bridging the gap, and it's just guys just stepping up. I mean, that's really all it is, man. So that's really all it is. So Luke Jackson dealing. How about that? I love to see it. Luke Jackson gets shit on more than anybody. I mean, everybody hates Luke Jackson. I don't know if you saw the graphic. It's like a graphic of like 9 players in like squares or whatever. It says, thank you for getting us to not you, the World Series, go Braves, or something like that. And it's like Luke Jackson that says, not you. Yeah. So I know Braves fan, but it's just so funny, man. I'll see like baseball Twitter, and people are like, Luke Jackson, send to the minors. I'm like, he throws 100. Where's he going to go? Like, he's either going to retire or be in the big leagues or be traded. The dude throws 100 with a nasty hook. I mean, I know he gets hit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I love the guy, but my God, dude. You know who's a really funny follow? And I know he's probably not going to see this. I wish he would. You know the Sandstorm remix? Marco, my buddy Marco that created it. He's such a funny follow on Twitter. He just tweeted this 20 seconds ago. I don't think he'd care if I'm reading this either because, hell, he put it out on Twitter. He tweeted, texting this 52-year-old woman right now, and the only way she knows how to text is on Facebook Messenger. That's just such a random. He texted yesterday, said, I wonder what Lil B's up to. Oh, my God. Oh, you said what now? I think that's fair. No, there's no Gamecocks. Trust me, if there were, we would know. Prize Picks, baby. But I mean, I missed on Prize Picks. The one thing I needed. I mean, Josh Van could hit 44 receiving yards. I mean, that's unbelievable is what it is. Unbelievable. But, hey, I want to say thank you to everybody rocking with Prize Picks because we are up to like 140 signups now. So just Prize Picks is paying for vacation. We'll put it that way. Yeah. Well, I mean, what's crazy is Prize Picks, they're not even a sponsor. It's just it's kind of a deal where, hey, like, however many signups you get, we'll pay whatever. So, I mean, but it's been cool, man. Like, they contacted me in the preseason. I love the app. I mean, it's addicting. Prize Picks is addicting. I mean, heck, I'm sure they've got numbers tonight. I might throw a pick out there right now. I might throw a little game, like little play out there right now. PrizePicks.com. Use the promo code TSUS at sign up to get. Use the promo code TSUS at sign up for your 100% deposit match up to 100 whole dollars. Hey, crypto's great and all, but wouldn't you rather put that 100 in Prize Picks? Or what you could do is put 50 in Prize Picks and 50 in your crypto. How about that? How about LaMelo Ball over under 19.5 points tonight for the Hornets? Now let's go to the playoffs. Max Fried over under 4 strikeouts. I feel like Fried's gonna shove. That feels. Yeah, they got hits plus walks, total bases, runs and RBIs. Let's see. Who? Freeman had a good night. Yeah, I think so. All right, we got a call here. Let's see. Robbie Davis. Twice in one day from Robbie Davis. I'll make sound guy Phil work here. Here we go. Robbie, fire away with your question. We'll answer it off the line. Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you, what are you personally hoping to see coming out of the bye week? And that's my question.
Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate the question. Twice in one day. Love that stuff from Robbie. What are you hoping to see coming out of the bye week? God, I'm hoping to see a team that can score some points. I mean, that's it. Outside of the obvious, which is a win against Florida, yeah, I want to see a team that has some sort of a plan offensively that can execute on said plan, that has an offensive line who's worth a damn. Those are the things I want to see. Some sort of a pulse offensively. The defense will play well enough on down the stretch to give us a chance. There's not going to be as bad a matchup in the last 4 games as you had against A&M. That was a total mismatch. Total mismatch. Total mismatch. Can you have any sort of pulse offensively? If you can do that, you got a chance. Somebody asked me today, they said, what if we average 28 points per game the final 4 games? So we'll go 2-2. There's no question. How many is Clemson's going to score on us? I mean, that might be a 10-6 final right there. 9 a.m. kickoff on Comedy Central. I hope not. Somebody, people are going to be burning Shane's house down when they see how much better Jason Brown is than Luke Doty and Zeb Nolan. That's a little aggressive. I think Zeb needs to hang the cleats back up and take the clipboard and go shoot some ducks and just go about his way, my guy. Just an old man doing some good things. I mean, he's a legend for that moment. He's also a legend for the moment laying down, looking up, just whatever. I mean, I like Zeb. Just an old man doing some good things. You love to see it. Braden Davis. I think as a Gamecock, I think we're all to the point where like hyping up anybody coming in is just a bad idea. Like let's just wait and see. I'm not, that's not me like telling you don't be excited about the kid, but I think anointing these guys. I mean, I would say this: the last guy that really lived up to the recruiting billing was Steven Garcia. Truly, because I remember when Garcia was being recruited. He was a big-time guy. And, I mean, even he, did he live up to the billing? I mean, he did some great things. Just a man doing some great things. But did he live up to the billing of, I don't know. Some people would argue he didn't. Again, he went to an SEC championship, so it's hard for me to say he didn't. But, I mean, before that, when is the last time Carolina recruited a quarterback? We followed the quarterback all through the recruiting process. He committed. He got on campus. He, let's say, started as a freshman, even started as a sophomore, and he lived up to be like that guy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Why do we have a history of dog shit quarterbacks? How have we not had a quarterback drafted since 1988? I wasn't born yet. Wasn't even a thought. Was just a little guy swimming around. We were all just swimming around. Just a little guy doing little things. We were, if you ever seen Blue Mountain State, where do goats come from? You come from your father's balls. That's where we were all were last time a quarterback was drafted for the University of South Carolina. And we're talking about a guy, the last quarterback that was drafted for the University of South Carolina was Todd Ellis, who threw 73 career interceptions, which is unfathomable. Bro, I don't know if the draft was different in 88. I don't know what everybody was doing in 1988. Nobody gave a damn. Somebody's catching the ball. It ain't always our guy, but somebody was catching it. He completes a lot of passes. We are counters at the blackjack table. That's what we're saying, yeah. So, I don't know, man. Like, I answer your question, I like Braden Davis. Am I going to anoint him as the next? I mean, I thought McElwain was the guy. I thought maybe Nunez. I thought maybe I thought Helinski was going to be our quarterback the next 3-4 years. I thought, the list just goes on and on. Connor Mitch, God, remember that son of a gun? Perry, the guy, legend. Yeah, shout out to Perry. From Publix to primetime. Oh, he was filthy, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Joyner was a 4-star. But Joyner was recruited by the big schools like Bama and Clemson. They recruited him as a safety. And what was shocking to me is Joyner, after the spring game in like 19, I think, he was asked about changing positions. And he literally told the media that if I wanted to play a different position than quarterback, I would have went to Clemson or Alabama. So I was like, well, I guess you should have went there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I saw somebody tweeted that to me. They were like, maybe we should give Joyner a shot at quarterback. I'm like, bro, just let that ship sail. That's not happening, man. That ain't. I mean, it's he's been here for 17 years. It ain't happening. You know, it ain't happening. Blaine Lee says 1988, the time of mullets and halftime beers. That sounds like today. Sounds like 2021. Wow. Yeah, my dad had like just graduated college, I think. USC Aiken. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I mean, I don't think, and I think if any of the rumors about Satterfield behind closed doors are true about the coaching staff not getting along, then I think that changes the dynamic completely. Here, we do have a call. Let's see. My good buddy David Garrett calling. Let's see what David's got. Hey, David, go ahead and fire away, my friend. Appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, Chris. Hope you have a great time on vacation. Be safe. Was just wondering, in your opinion, how much steam have we lost in recruiting with all the negativity that's surrounding us? I'll listen off the air, man. Like I said, be safe, and thanks for all you do.
Appreciate you, David. Thank you so much. How much steam have we lost in recruiting due to the negativity? I don't think we're still ranked 21st. I mean, it's not like I know the diehards, like David and I and everybody in here, we follow it so closely on social media. We see every little thing that every fan says. Recruits don't see all that. They're not glued to their phones looking at what. God, I don't like what Cindy Lou 27, this Gamecock fan who has 2 followers, said. That's deterring me from going there. Who gives a damn? How about that? Who gives a damn? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, if you're more than 5 numbers in your username, your opinion's just totally invalid. So, no, I think the recruiting's fine. As long as you finish top 25 in recruiting, that's all that'll matter. Shaner and his staff obviously are out on the road right now recruiting. They're going to be out on the road recruiting the next couple of days, which is smart, which is good. I have been a little surprised. No, I don't know about surprised, but it has been interesting to me just how open and honest Beamer's been about the state of the roster this year. I think if you really listen to Beamer, he has been very transparent about, like, we got to go recruit big-time players. We got to go get some big-time players. And I mean, they've been very transparent about that. Like, hey, we love our players, love above all else. Also, by the way, our roster's not great. So, I don't know. I'm going to give Beamer the opportunity to go get his players, get his recruits, guys that fit his scheme, his system. Will Satterfield be here next year? I don't know. Now, I'll tell you this, if there's a better option out there that you can go get, but I don't think you just fire him to fire him, and then you got nobody else to replace him. You got to have a better option, and that's the thing. You have to have a better option. So, for sure. Yeah, what's up? Is it 250? I mean, there has to. Well, I mean, that's what that's what is so interesting about recruiting, man, and why it's kind of BS with the stars. Is like there has to be a certain number of 4 stars. So even if there's like a guy who's like kind of fringe, it's like, nah, just make him a 4-star. You know what I mean? Like, I had a coach who's on the current staff tell me this. I'll tell you this about recruiting. It ain't about how many 4 stars, how many 5 stars you can get. the top 100 players are kind of like the no-brainer guys, right? Like you want to get as many of those as possible. Obviously, those are kind of, for the most part, right? Those, some of those certainly don't hit, but those are kind of like, you feel like they're the no-brainer guys. He said, and again, this is a guy currently on staff now. He said, where recruiting is really won is from the players that are ranked from 250 to like 600. And just being able to identify the guys who are going to hit and the guys who aren't. Who are the guys, who can you evaluate and develop, and who's a guy that's just not going to develop and not going to be a playmaker. I mean, again, you look at guys like DJ Swearinger was a 3-star. Sidney Rice was a freaking 3-star. Coach Simpson was a 2-star. Melvin Ingram, was he a 2-star? Yeah, I mean, Patrick DeMarco, I don't think it was even ranked. I mean, there's, Connor Shaw, 3-star. Dylan Thompson, 2-star. So, like, being able to identify those guys, that's the real difference in recruiting. So, like, and again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you stars totally don't matter because, hey, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, they're pulling in all the top stars, and guess what? They're the best teams in the country. Like, so, yeah, you can get those no-brainer top-ranked guys, yeah, it helps. The more good football players you can get. I mean, again, my good buddy works at Georgia, and a lot of what he does is around recruiting and identifying the guys they want to go get. And, I mean, dude, if you really want to know about the reality of Carolina's roster, I've talked to him about this. He's like, Chris, outside of Jordan Birch, Pickens, maybe one of the guys, like, there's nobody on y'all's team that would be a take for us. Nobody. Like, if they entered the portal, we wouldn't want them. Nobody. Outside of, like, 2 or 3 guys. And the only reason they'd want Birch is they recruited him. And I think they recruited Pickens, too. So it's like, our roster's not there. Like, it's not. It's just not there. That's fine, but it ain't there. Would they take Juju? So, but I asked him, I was like, in recruiting, we all talk about, like, putting a fence up around the state. I was like, is that really that important? And, again, he's talking about Georgia. And he's like, it's great to bring the in-state kids in, and you certainly want to put that fence up. But he's like, bro, recruiting is about we need to go get the 25 best available players that can give us a chance to win a national championship. They don't care about, I mean, in-state recruiting is very important. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you don't want to lose the best guys in your state to Georgia if you're Carolina, right, or wherever. The what? The Channing Tindalls, right, or your Jaleel Skinners who are going to Alabama, whatever. You don't want, Christian Miller, right? That was awful, but it's you just want to get the best possible players you can go get. Bottom line. Some of them do. How much? The question was, how much do guys care about staying in state that are in state? I mean, so every kid's different. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the kid. Some of them grow up with state pride or a Gamecock fan, or some of them want to get the hell out of here. They don't care where they go. They just want to leave. Some of them, I mean, every kid's different, man. Why they go to certain you can't. There's no rhyme or reason why a kid goes to a school. Hey, we sat right here with the Oscar Delp thing. We sat right here. I mean, listen, I don't care that Oscar Delp's going to Georgia, but now I know what kind of kid he is. He don't care about playing time early. He don't care about making a name no, he just wants to go play with his buddies and go win a ring. I mean, which is fine. I respect it. I mean, hell, I ain't hating on him. A lot of people in this room would probably do the same. They really look at themselves. Right. I mean, and for him, he stayed in state, but, it's just, so every kid's different. You don't know. Every kid's different. Every kid is different, and why they make decisions, why they go where they go, it's tough to say. So, but you just, as a Gamecock fan, again, I know it's been rough this year. As long as recruiting doesn't fall off, there's hope, right? I mean, that's literally what recruiting is. That's how these recruiting services are able to monetize and that business model is successful. They are, when you pay that $9.99, you are subscribed, you're paying for hope. Because that's what recruiting gives you, is hope. It's like, hey, you know what? We're not very good right now, but maybe this dude coming in, just maybe he's the guy. Maybe next year. Yeah. Can they develop the new guys they're going to get? I'm hesitant to judge them off developing the guys that they have now because, I mean, dude, those guys were under that previous staff and system for 3-4 years. Like, some of the guys just are who they are, man. They just are who they are. Maybe there were misevaluations in recruiting for some of them. I mean, again, I'm not trying to, like, excuse the staff for, the thing that irks me the most, and it irks us all, and it should, is, yeah, we haven't gotten better in 8 weeks. We've gotten, why is it week 8 and it looks like week 1? That doesn't make sense to me. And so you talk about scheme and Satterfield and the OC, and people, we keep saying it on the show, the podcast over and over, well, they need to simplify the scheme. And when I told Alex McGrath, I said, here's what scares me. Because I've been an advocate of, hey, let's bring Satterfield back, give him at least another year. Let's see what happens. But what if the scheme is just, I don't know, is it impossible to comprehend? Because it's been 8 weeks, bro. It hasn't been a week or 2. How can it be that hard? I don't know, man. I come from the school of baseball where there is no playbook, I guess, and maybe I'm not giving enough credit where credit's due, but holy hell, like, either the scheme is difficult or our players are complete idiots. Truly. I mean, how can it be that hard? Like, I don't get it. It's everybody, but it's everybody. I'd say give blame where blame's due, and it falls on Satterfield. I think it still falls on execution and play calling, or execution and personnel. But yeah, you want to blame Satterfield? I got no issue with that. Yeah, because he's the one that's responsible for the damn offense. It's not even that kills me, bro. It's, and I'll tell you this though. Like, when I watch our team, the number one thing that stands out to me is not the play calling's trash. It's just like the offensive line just dog. It's just terrible. No, I understand that. I'm just saying, though, like, half the time the O-line's so bad that I'm like, I can't even tell if the play call was good or not. Like, I don't know. Was the play call good? Well, I don't know. The O-line's so bad. It's not even more than 2 seconds for it to develop. So that's why I said I'd have no issue with Greg Atkins walking. I wouldn't have any issue with that. If you don't want to move on from Satterfield, you want to give him another year, I can live with that. Jesus Christ, Atkins got to go, bro. Yeah. Let's see. Chase. J-Mo says he's on the way. We got to make sure we got a Smirnoff ice for him. We got to ice J-Mo. He's always trying to ice me, so we got to ice J-Mo back. So we got to make sure we ice J-Mo back. Yeah. Under the helmet. Yeah. Leave that as a responsibility for me. You think it'll fit? There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, no, I don't think J-Mo's the brightest crayon in the box, but I think he would probably figure out what was going on if I said that. We do have a couple of texts here. Missing $30,000 award, Jordan Birch, last seen National Signing Day 2020. Oh, no, that's tough. Also, recruiting doesn't matter when you have the scheme of a triple option. Paul Johnson. Somebody call Paul Johnson. Hey, it's 6/16 here on a Wednesday. Halloween week. It's Halloween. Halloween. What's going on in the city on Halloween? Lucky's? It's World Series week, man. It looks like Tin Roof's done a good job decorating in here. They got the cobwebs in here. Got some ghosts, ghouls, and goblins in here. Love that. Love that. 843-790-3377. Blaine Lee says, what are your thoughts on former star players hitting the recruiting trail along with coaches? Is that even allowed? Number one, I doubt that's allowed. Number two, because somebody mentioned, I know players such as DJ Swearinger would be down. I think DJ Swearinger probably has better shit to do than go visit a high school kid. I mean, I know he loves USC, but if I was one of those players, I'd be like, Coach, you're getting paid to recruit him. You do it. Goodbye. I'm out here trying to make an NFL roster. I ain't got time for this. Yeah, Vic was – yeah, God, the comments on that. Ton of slapdicks in the comments on that. Unbelievable. Let's see. Yeah, anyways, 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Beers are being deleted. Beers are being deleted. A little bourbon and Coke action being deleted. Hashtag eat beer. We've also got stickers up here, by the way, guys. In case you have not gotten stickers, we've got stickers up here. Having a great night here at Tin Roof. On the bye week, a lot going on bye week, a lot. Of course, the big news, Zeb Nolan having a minor procedure done on his meniscus. Shane Beamer insinuating that he will be back. There's no way in my mind he'll be back. I think it's probably the Jason Brown. I mean, come on, man, really? I think it's probably the Jason Brown show moving forward. Maybe Colton Gauthier, who knows? But most likely there will be a new quarterback under center when the Gamecocks take on the Florida Gators. Billy says, Jason Brown looked better in the spring than any other quarterback. What is the damn problem, bro? What did I say? All I said was he's going to be the quarterback. I didn't say anything negative about the kid. Yeah, I mean, it was Hamilton that said he sucks. I didn't say anything. Jesus. What does Florida have that Carolina doesn't have? Talent. Tradition. Dan Mullen. Blue and orange uniforms. I don't know. I mean, is this a trick question? Yeah. Yeah. Blaine Lee, what's the deal with all the bad snaps against A&M? I have no idea. Eric Douglas had a rough night. Let's see. We got a text. Prayer circle hoping Emory Jones starts instead of Anthony Richardson. David Garrett says the fact that Georgia and Clemson spend more than 2 times the amount of money on recruiting has to change. I'd agree. I would agree. Recruiting budget must change. To hell with it. Increase the budget tenfold. We're going after Arch Manning. Arch Manning, here we come. If Arch Manning goes to Georgia, I might cry myself to sleep. Maybe Gunnar Stockton transfers here if that happens. Like, hey, bro, you ain't going to play anyways. Come on. What's wild about the Stockton thing is, which Prize Picks just sent me the daily report. How many people signed up for Prize Picks today? One new person. Good. 136 signups. Shout out to Adam Davidson for signing up today. Good job, Adam. Good boy. Good boy, Adam. What we're saying that the recruiting, right? Oh, no, Gunnar Stockton. The crazy thing about Stockton is that any player who would hitch their wagon to Muschamp, and that's like the one reason they're going to decommit, you know what? They'd go. Just go wherever you're going to go. I mean, good God. The quarterback guru himself, Will Muschamp. William Ezekiel Muschamp. Yeah, Savell Newton for OC. Yeah, Savell would do it. Savell would certainly do it. God, he'd love to do it. He would love to do it. Yeah. Hey, love above all else. Love above all else. When it's 44-0, love. Love harder. Love your brother. A&M's our daddy. Hey, sometimes, yeah, I was thinking baseball terms when Pedro said that about the Yankees. That's why I said that. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap and call the Aggies your daddy. That's it. Just bend over and take it. That's it. That's what A&M's doing to you. Yeah, that image is burned in my brain of 470 yards for A&M to 6 for us, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, but Zeb Nolan, best quarterback on the roster, they say. It was 443 to 6. My apologies, not 470. So. Well, you'd be at tight end, so yeah. You'd be like Nick Muse's little brother. Big Nick energy. You be who? Oh, Tanner Muse. Yeah. Getting paid in the league. No, I know that there's a funny story behind that. And I'm not making light of his brother getting cut, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't tell the story. No, and it was just like, let's just say like we thought that Tanner Muse was about to have like some long career in Oakland, and like the next week he gets cut. It's like, well, that's just kind of the reality of the NFL, man. It's a business. It is a business for sure. So, Brandon Morris says, what kind of knee surgery allows someone to come back 2 weeks later? I don't know. Yeah, that Deshaun Watson, for sure. Breaking news, Jason Brown and Nick Muse commented on Barstool's post. #ByeWeek. Did they? What post? Jesus. Who knows? Big Nick energy. No apologies necessary. Yeah. Hit the pose. He did it too. He did it too. We will forever. All right, we're going to take another 5-minute break. Father needs a refill. No, we're going to take another 5-minute break. Taking your questions, your comments again. We're on the bye week. Braves play in about an hour and a half. Looking forward to that game. And we're also looking forward to J-Mo getting here. We're going to ice the hell out of him. So can't wait for that. But, yeah, anyways, 5-minute break. We'll take 5. Sound guy Phil, you know the drill. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We're at 10 Roof in the Vista. We'll be back in 5 minutes. My guy, we're back. What's up? Yeah, about to say, I'm not even ready, man. What's up? You might have to send me that one. You might have to send me that. Make sure you tag me. Make sure you tag me. We'll throw it on the shout out Phil. Yeah, for sure. The guy who doesn't, the man behind the man behind the man. Phil, sound guy Phil. Love that. Yeah. Let's ice Phil, you say? No, he said no, hell no. Yeah, I was about to say, you said it out loud, you kind of ruined it. This is my application to replace Brad Lawing on the show. We got to get Coach Lawing back on, man. He's a legend. Coach Lawing is a certified legend. Coach Lawing, can you bump all of our recruits up so our fans will? Oh, I know. Yeah, the Chris Culliver story. Yeah. Yeah, the Chris Culliver story. Let's see. Justin Langford says, let's go Braves. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. 8 o'clock first pitch. And I'm assuming game sound will be on in here, Chase? Braves game? Game sound for the Braves game or no? Maybe? Pending? Well, unless there's a crowd in here, then you got to get the tunes going. Yeah. Get the folks on the dance floor. Get a little weird. A little raucous in here. I'll tell you what, the Tin Roof gets raucous. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hell of a time. It's like a different place, honestly. You come in here on like a Saturday night and you're like, I can't believe I do a show in here. Like it feels like a different venue. Like truly. It's like you can't even see the floor right here. So great night to be a bartender. Great night to be a bartender. Love it. Love it. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. Brewskis are being consumed again. It is the bye week, so whatever you guys want to get into, whatever you guys want to talk about. Gamecocks will not lose this weekend. That is the positive. That is the positive. Best and worst vacation ever? Wow, worst is the easy one. Went to Hilton Head with my ex, and she just ruined it. Just ruined it. That's like, you're in a bad relationship when you can't even go on vacation and have a good time. Like, when you go on vacation and the other person ruins it, you're like, all right, bro, we don't even get along on vacation. When it's supposed to be like everything's great. This isn't like real life anymore, right? I paid for this, yeah. I paid for this shit. Yeah. That was a quick that was 2017 for yours truly. Well, I didn't give you my favorite vacation yet. Yeah, best vacation. I went to LA. That was cool. I mean, I've been to Disney and Universal a lot with the fam. That's been cool. Going down to Baton Rouge with the family for the Carolina LSU game was a blast outside of the final result. Yeah, I have been on a cruise. That was fun. I went on a Carnival. Yeah. Who knows? The plan is to make this one I'm going on tomorrow the best. Yeah. Yeah. Favorite dog? Favorite kind of dog? Probably a golden retriever. Yeah. I like golden retrievers. We had one growing up. My parents now have 2 corgis. So parents have corgis. Hobbies besides Carolina football and Carolina sports? Drinking beer. Just drinking beers. That's it. No, it's a great question. Yeah. No, how about not? I mean, I love the business. I do. I love the business. I love what I do. I love creating merch. I know that's part of the business, but like I love the merch side of things, honestly. That's a fact with a comma. The businessman with a comma. I actually like to read, believe it or not. It's just like things like that kind of shut the brain off from the business, and like because what I do in sports is chaos. It's just chaos. It's pure chaos. So to have things, I think it's important to have things that balance that out and give you sort of a different perspective and that bring peace. You know what I mean? Not to get too deep on a Wednesday night at Tin Roof when we are sitting in the bar drinking Bud Light. But now I like to read. I like to hang out with family. I like to work out. I like to be outdoors in any way. Yeah, travel. Like I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm obviously a big sports guy. I'll tell you this, for example. I love family. I've got 4 siblings, 3 brothers and a sister. My parents, obviously. So family's big. You know, I've got my friend group, my circle, hang out with them. But you know, sports is big for my life. I'll be totally honest with you. I'm a sports guy. I played it. I love it. So, like when COVID hit and we didn't have sports, you know, I was fine. It wasn't. Yeah, play golf's another one. Yeah, I like to play golf every now and then. But sports is big for me, man. Sports is really big. I mean, when COVID hit, it was kind of one of those things where, you know, I don't need sports to be fulfilled and happy as a human being. But sports is a lot of like, you know, you think about it. I structure a lot of my life around sports. Like when I make my calendar, it's like a lot of it's structured around this game or the. You know, I love. I like learning. That's another hobby. I love learning new things and new skills, and you know, a lot of the time, yeah, Shiba, crypto. No, a lot of the times they are skills that pertain to the business, but they're just skills that could be pertain to anything. Making graphics, clipping video, audio, learning business, anything in business. Yeah, so. I don't know that I have any like hobbies like that I could say are like a side gig where like I'd be doing another business. I do love, like, I love entrepreneurship as a whole. You know, the art of running a business. I love helping other people. So that's the beauty of what I get to do is other people get to benefit from it. You know, that's the great part about it. So yeah, that's just some of them. I mean, again, I'm definitely, I'll put it to you this way. This might surprise some people. I'll put it to you this way. I love what I do. I love the business. I love the Gamecocks, but that's not who I am as a human being. You know, it's just what I do. So, you know, it's a big part of me. Don't get me wrong. It's a very big part. Like this, what we're doing here, it's a very big part. But if this got taken away tomorrow, it doesn't, you know, my life wouldn't be over. You know what I mean? Like, so I think and a lot of people, they get caught up in that. You know, what they do defines them necessarily. Like their job defines them, you know what I mean? Instead of like, you know, there's a lot more to you. You know, again, not to get too deep and sentimental at the Tin Roof on a Wednesday night drinking beers, but yeah. So, yeah, going to Lucky's, that's my hobby. Yeah. Getting hammered. Getting hammered. Nah. Hammer it. I do enjoy drinking a cold brewski every now and then. So when the time calls for it, maybe mixing in a bourbon every now and then, vodka, Red Bull, yeah, a kamikaze if it calls for it. What was that thing we had? It was the drink. It was the mind eraser. Having a mind eraser every now and then is pretty dope. Yeah. It probably wasn't my favorite drink I've ever had, but it was solid. It was solid. Hey, at 1 a.m. on a Wednesday night, anything's pretty good. Yeah. The greatest Halloween costume of all time? Shit, I haven't worn a lot of Halloween costumes. I'm not a huge Halloween guy. Yeah, dude, I know who that guy is. He dressed up as, there was a Gamecocks football assistant like punched a dude because he dressed up as Muschamp with like a check. He was holding like a $15 million check, and the kid was like a grad assistant. He got pissed and he punched him. Urban Meyer costume. Blow up doll attached to his crotch. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Headset. Jesus Christ. When I was younger, obviously, I was like a kid. I dressed up. I dressed up as like Steve Spurrier one year, wore a headset and whatever. Nah. No, not particularly. Yeah, I play a little fantasy football. My team's shitting themselves right now. Everybody's getting hurt. My whole fantasy team's just getting hurt. No, they're getting hurt. They're not COVID. They're getting hurt. They're legitimately getting hurt. For example, Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, just a few. I'm having to pick up random guys, and my teams are just having bad performances. So hell, I might be on the fringe of making the I'm on the fringe of even making the playoffs right now. I'm 3-4. I've lost 3 in a row. Got time. Yeah. Just like Novocaine. Give it time. I'm going to dress up as Coach Yost for Halloween. I don't want them to gain another yard. God, see, Squid Games is going to be the costume this year. Bro, those who work in here, man, Tin Roof Saturdays is going to be a bunch of Squid Game characters walking around. I watched the whole thing. What a wild show that was. And I'm not like a huge Netflix sit down and binge. Squid Game was nuts. Yeah, it is. It's a nuts show. Yes. Yeah. Death Game, that's what it's called? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, Squid Game's nuts, dude. Squid Game is absolutely nuts. Squid Game is nuts. Do what now? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hamilton, you out, man? You riding? All right, man. Take care. Appreciate you, my dude. Should be good, yeah. Yeah, should be good. Florida week, man. Florida week. I'll be back. Florida week, yeah. I'm getting back Tuesday, so we're good. Yeah. It will be Florida week next week. 7:30 kick, night game at Willie B. The TSUS tailgate at Seawells will be rocking. It will be very raucous. So, indeed. Again, 843-790-3377. We'll probably go live for about another 5-10 minutes or so, whatever. Again, it's the bye week. We cut it a little short. It is what it is. It's all good. Eric Fry, I just heard you drink a little shine from time to time. Yeah, every now and then I'll indulge in the shine. Justin Langford scored tonight between the Astros and the Braves. I've got 4-3 Atlanta. Braves will get the dub again. 4-3 Atlanta. So, again, 843-790-3377. Somebody said that I also, one of my hobbies, providing group therapy for Gamecock fans. Yeah, it's always therapy, man. It's always therapy here. This is a safe space for Gamecocks to call in and vent, and just let it out, express their feelings, all that good stuff. So, how about Dawn Staley, by the way, coming out today saying, "Catch us if you can. Other fan bases, y'all better go support. I know you're all on social media talking about your team. Be sure to go support your team." Dawn Staley just don't give a damn. Yeah. You saw Shane, you said? What'd you say? Hey, Coach, fire Satterfield. No. Because you ain't real, my guy. You ain't about that action. You ain't about that action, boss. You ain't about that action, boss. My guy ain't about that action. I thought you was about some boss talk. Some boss talk. Come on now. Let me catch Shane one time. I love, like, people will tag me on Twitter. They'll tweet at me and they'll tag Beamer. He needs to fire Satterfield. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure Beamer is sitting here looking at your tweet like, what a novel idea that is. Thank you for that suggestion. I'm sure he's going to take your suggestion and fire the coordinator. Well, Coach, why'd you do it? Well, Jimmy Joe on Twitter said I should fire the coordinator, so that's just what I did. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah. There he is. J-Mo in the building. What's going on, J-Mo? It's great to see you, my friend. So happy to see J-Mo in here. It's always a pleasure to have him. No, that one's not his. This one is J-Mo's right here. We waited for J-Mo to get here. Appreciate you playing. I'll drink that one. That's fine. I don't mind it. That's fine. You don't need to tempt me. You come back here. Yeah, that's fine. So we waited. We had it hiding under the helmet. The Flabongo, he says? Flabongo. We had it hiding under the helmet. See, since J-Mo loves to ice me, which he was literally doing it again. See, I knew you would. So I was like, let's make sure we ice J-Mo when he gets in here. Because I know what he's about to do. So let's make sure we get him. Hey, what's Marshawn Lynch say? I'm going to get mine more than I get got, though. So, like, I was like, I'm going to make sure. I'm going to get got, but I'm going to get him first.
But you got pretty good.
I got got. I've gotten got many a time. I've been in here damn near blackout drunk, and he still ices me. I'm like, you think I need that? That's kind of irresponsible.
If I'm gonna have a good time, you're gonna have a good time.
J-Mo, see, most bartenders, when you're to the level, they'll cut you off. J-Mo just keeps feeding you. He's just like, yeah, Sheba. Yeah, a lot of Sheba talk tonight. A lot of Sheba talk. Peyton's trying to quit school and just be a Sheba investor.
Absolutely. Am I getting this Flabongo, or do I just need to hit it? Okay, well, let's hurry it up.
Yeah, Peyton's going to quit school, drop out. What'd you do for a living? I'm a Shiba investor. I invest in crypto.
I already quit school. Do it once early. I already quit school.
Get it while it's hot, indeed. Here we go. Can you do it yourself or no?
I don't know. It's hard to...
There he goes. There he goes. What a legend. What a guy he is. What a guy he is. How about that? Things get weird during the bye week. Things get beautiful. Belch of a champion. I think that's a pretty good note to end it on. I really do. I mean, we have 10 minutes left, but it's a bye. Yeah, it's a bye week again, folks. We're out here at Tin Roof in the Vista. Bartenders are anxious. Get out here. We got bills to pay. Baby needs new shoes. Come on out. He's getting rid of his shoes. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, anyways, come on out. Tin Roof in the Vista. We're out here every single Wednesday, 5 to 7, taking your questions, comments, talking ball. Obviously, again, we're on the bye week. So, hey, South Carolina will not lose this weekend. That is the positive. The Gamecocks will not lose to the bye week, but you never know. An upset could happen. But, no, yeah, bye week minus 14. No, that bye week will cover. No, again, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's always a pleasure. $3 drafts, $3 fireballs, rumple shots, whatever you need. They've got it. Again, sound guy Phil. Appreciate everybody else tuning in. Thank you for those who tuned in digitally, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. You guys know the drill. No podcast, no Daily Crow tomorrow, Friday, Monday, or Tuesday. Yours truly will be out of town on the road in the great state of Florida. Might see me on TV at Florida, Georgia Saturday wearing a big Cock Club t-shirt. That's all I'm going to say. We'll just leave it at that. Free marketing. All right. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. Have a great Halloween. Enjoy your bye week. We'll talk to you next week. Appreciate it.